It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vlogmas day 4, I believe. Technically today is the 1st of December and I'm so excited because today is going to be such a busy day in itself, but it's also really exciting to know that it's the 1st of December. I have one of my advent calendars, one of my many actually. I'm very fortunate this year to have a real mix of advent calendars, so I'll show you a couple now, and then maybe when I'm back tonight I will show you my beauty calendar that I received recently from Look Fantastic. But first I want to start with a more traditional one, and I want to show you this advent calendar from I believe it's like a local shop in my area in one of the towns that I live in. I absolutely love this. So this is something that my family always do. We like to have at least one picture calendar because growing up that was what it was. It was tradition to have pictures. It wasn't really about the chocolate, and although the Cadbury's chocolate advent calendars are elite and probably the best of the best in terms of like the chocolate experience, this is a really nice experience as well, just having a picture calendar. So I haven't even tried to attempt to find door number 1, but I thought I would open it on the vlog and find it. So let's find number 1. Where are you? I am trying so hard right now to find it. I genuinely cannot see it. Could be up here. Is it up here? No. Right. There's me seriously struggling. Where is it? I can see number 2 is up here, but I can't seem to find number 1. There she is. Let's get her open. So guys, I hope you can hear me because I'm actually just resting you on another item, but I thought I would just also do some stories. As it is the 1st of December, I actually have my own Christmas filter, which I will link below. It's always in my description where you can actually find my Instagram filters. But essentially, you just go in to, hopefully this is going to focus. You go into this little tab here, and then you can find all my filters, which I think I need to just update. I need to update the videos because my hair does not look like this anymore. But I will show you the Christmas one. It's there. So cute. We've got snow. Hopefully this is gonna show. We've got snow here. We've got stars, which are blue, like a teal blue and an orange, on brand with my YouTube channel. And then also on brand with my YouTube channel is the slightly pinky stars as well, immersed in the orange and white. So I think I'm going to go for the snow just because that's super, super festive. So let's give that a go. And I'm just going to do... Actually, let's do a story with flash. Sometimes I prefer flash, guys. Also, my throat is still sore. Like, I've had this cold. It's not COVID, but I've had this cold for literally over a week now, and it's getting really annoying because it's really affecting my speech at this point, and I actually have a really important thing going on today, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But let's do this story first. So next up, I've just kind of lobbed them on the bed because I feel like I need to just get myself together and get out of the door. I'm actually heading to London shortly, so that's why I've just kind of thrown these down. And please excuse the fact that my bed is so messy. My bedroom is a bit of a tip at the moment. But I have 3 current advent calendars here out right now, so I'm just going to show you. I'll be honest, I haven't been great at being 100% vegan, but I do try as hard as possible. This may be an exception because I have been given a dairy milk advent calendar, and there's whole nut dairy milk and caramel in this one, which I feel like that's a next level elite dairy milk chocolate. I also like the really simple packaging, and I can imagine these are going to be quite big because of the sizes of the doors. I have, however, got myself from Luke, which was so cute, an advent calendar, and it's free from, so it's an alternative. I think he picked this up. Where did he pick this up? I feel like he picked this up in Harrods or Selfridges or something. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this, and I think it's so cute, and it is nice to have a like milk chocolate alternative. So maybe I go in and I open that one now. I won't open the dairy milk just because I've got to get myself together. So cute. It's a little hedgehog. This is like my favourite bit. I used to be so excited. It's a little Santa Claus, which is so cute. I used to save my chocolates for after school. This is literally melting. I'm gonna eat it quick. Oh my god. Probably the worst vlogging techniques ever going on right now, but I'm so busy. Oh my god, that is delicious. So I'm heading into London today because I'm guest speaking on a panel at the Packaging Innovations I guess like fair. It's not a fair because it's huge, but it holds a lot of people. It's the Olympia London, so I don't know what to expect. I've watched a few videos and I'm not gonna lie, slightly nervous, only slightly. Normally I'm quite good at just like saying things like off the tongue, but I feel like I do need to sort of prepare because that I have got questions that are being asked specifically to me, so I need to kind of know what I'm going to be saying. But I don't know whether I'm going to be able to film it. I really hope I can give this camera to someone and just say, can you film it? Because it would just be so nice to have as a memory. I can't promise that it's going to be me speaking in the best possible way, because even though I love my public speaking and I love chatting to you guys, it's very new and fresh for me, and I haven't really done something with a live audience before or in a long time. So yeah, slightly nervous, but it does really motivate me because I actually did public speaking when I was at school in Canada. I won an award for it when I was 6 years old, so clearly it's something that I want to do. Funny actually, that public speaking speech I did was about the importance of marine life and whales and looking after the sea creatures of the world, and it's so, well, it's not funny, but yeah, I feel like it's very full circle because I've been sharing and talking a lot about marine land in Canada and just how they are treating their animals disgustingly. I will also make sure, actually I'll link this guy below, which I've been following closely since I found all those videos of me like talking about whales and going to see the whales at marine land. I don't support it anymore, but anyway, total sidetrack from what I'm trying to talk about, and that is public speaking, and that is what I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, it's clearly something that, well, I say I enjoy. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I will enjoy it, but I'm slightly nervous. Luckily I know the girl who is going to be the presenter and is going to be asking questions, so that's going to be much more relaxing. Luckily she's also a content creator and blogger herself. I feel like we've got a really good rapport, so that will be nice and easy going. I've also got 2 other panelists, I believe. There's three of us and then the presenter. I think that's the dynamic. I'm really looking forward to it, but yes, as I said, quite nervous, hence the rapid speaking right now. But thought I would just intro and say hi, and technically you guys are a few days in. The vlogs at the moment are all over the place, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna get myself organised. It's just this week has been so crazy manic, and I feel like every time I pick up the camera I say the same sentence. But it's a welcome change from last year. Last year I was literally sat in the kitchen like, what am I going to talk about today? Because there was nothing going on, and I couldn't even take you to anything festive because we weren't allowed outside. It was just horrendous. So yeah, this time round there's going to be just loads of things going on. I'm also heading to Winter Wonderland, which I'm going with someone, but I've literally just met them, so I'll be honest, quite spontaneous of me. But yeah, I'm going to Winter Wonderland. Hopefully I can just get some clips and some compilation, but I highly doubt they will be in this video. Just for my own, I don't know, just I'm getting shy and embarrassed just thinking about it, so I can't imagine when I'm actually there. So I'm just gonna film like little clips of just being in Winter Wonderland. But yeah, I'm really excited for that because it's literally the 1st of December. So it's going to feel super festive, and then hopefully that will be a really nice vlog for you guys. Please do let me know if you're enjoying Vlogmas so far. Obviously the last sort of previous videos might be sort of less Christmassy, but still festive. But yeah, I am ready to get myself to London, get this talk over and done with. Hopefully I'll feel really high and like on a new energy when I get there. But yeah, keep watching and enjoy the vlog.
Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Beauty Forum. Today we're going to be talking about keeping it clean, how a new generation of independent beauty brands are making packaging work for them. So we're going to be exploring how brands see the opportunity and challenges, and that packaging in their product works for them. Design choice, material choices, and creating an engaging consumer experience. I'm delighted to be joined to you by today Emma Thornton, founder of True Skincare, Madeline White, founder of Junie Cosmetics, alicelucybradley, journalist and vlogger, and Jenny Greenwood, Innovation and Sustainability Manager for Butterfly Callan. So ladies, if you would like to introduce yourselves.
Sure, I'll go first, I'm on the end. My name's Emma Thornton, I'm the founder and owner of a brand called True Skincare. It's a certified organic, vegan-friendly, natural and waterless skincare brand. I launched it we registered the company in March 2018, launched with Holland & Barrett in May 2018, followed by Ocado, Boots Online, Look Fantastic, Blue Unique, Jet2, and we're just about to launch in the US as well next year.
Hi, I'm alicelucybradley. I'm a bit of a hybrid. I'm a journalist, photographer and content creator, and using and utilising those three industries, I've been able to kind of mix and match and really immerse myself in and across those industries as well.
Hi, I'm Madeline White, founder of Junie Cosmetics. We specialise in lip care and colour that's designed to optimise lip health. Everything we produce is 100% plastic free, vegan, and we use a lot of organic ingredients as well. And yeah, we're mainly D2C, but work with a few select retailers as well, exporting to the EU, US and Hong Kong.
Afternoon, I'm Jenny Greenwood. I work for a company called Butterfly Callan. They are a brand design agency that specialises in aspirational brands and sustainability design. And my role there is to help work out what materials to use, and support making sure it's fit for purpose, but also ensuring that you're delivering all your sustainability targets and goals at the same time.
Thank you. So I'm going to dive right in with the questions, and then we'll have a chance for a Q&A from the audience at the end. First up, question for Madeline and Emma. What would you say has been your greatest challenge so far when it comes to packaging and choosing your materials?
So, as I said, we're 100% plastic free, so we have in-house designed and developed our bespoke packaging made out of aluminium. I think the biggest challenge with that is cost in comparison to plastic, and also finding suppliers who will take us on. You know, we are a bit of a risk. It's something different, it's got its own challenges, so we need to find people who are willing to partner with us and see our vision. So yeah, it's about finding the right people, and I think that can be quite tricky. From my perspective, I think it's actually choosing the packaging format itself. As a sustainable beauty brand, I mean, the reality is there isn't actually a sustainable packaging option. You know, you're always kind of having to offset your negative impact on the environment in some way. So, for example, plastic has obviously got a really bad reputation, and for good reason. The pollution, the ocean pollution, etc., and how it breaks down. But it actually produces less emissions than glass. We use glass, and that produces obviously more emissions than plastic. However, it is infinitely recyclable. It's the widest recycled packaging format available, so 80% of glass is recycled. But then there's also aluminium. So aluminium in its raw form, brand new aluminium, actually produces more emissions, uses more water than plastic or glass. So basically, as a brand, I think you need to kind of choose your mission. So we're a waterless skincare brand, so it would be silly to choose the packaging format that uses the most amount of water. We're a waterless skincare brand, and we do also pride ourselves on being as plastic free as possible, but we produce more emissions. So we offset all of our emissions from source to skin through a tree planting initiative. And as I source everything myself, I know exactly where it comes from. We measure the mode of transport, the weight, you know, how it gets to us, the distance, to offset all of those emissions and actually overcompensate for the emissions produced.
Brilliant. And how would you say that you make the packaging work for you?
This is a question to me. Being in the cosmetics industry, obviously everything has to be compatible. So we do compatibility testing. So glass was a kind of obvious choice for us as well. Stupidly, perhaps, I decided to go for frosted bottles, and we use oil. I wouldn't recommend that because it's very hard to get it off if you get it on the frosting. But we decided to go down, so my background was in premium beauty. I used to work for some very well-known brands such as Elemis, Eno, Kenneth Green Associates. So I wanted to bring my experience of premium beauty into FMCG. So I didn't really feel that people and consumers should have to compromise on the aesthetic side just because it's an affordable price point. So you don't see any kind of vegan, Hessian kind of potato sack looking designs with our packaging. It's all very much full of colour. We use frosted glass, for example. We use rose gold, but it's stocked in Boots, Ocado and Holland & Barrett.
Perfect. And Madeline, same question for you. How do you make the packaging work for you?
Yeah, to reiterate what Emma said, really, I think aesthetically you have to make something that's really beautiful. It has to be eye-catching, and you want something on the shelf to look just as good, if not better, as its counterparts. So we actually took inspiration from how lipsticks used to be made, looking back to the 1930s, where I actually have in my collection a solid silver lipstick bullet that is really beautiful. So we looked at that and looked at aluminium and kind of brought those two things together to create something modern. But yeah, we were inspired by cosmetics throughout history, which was really nice.
Brilliant. And Alice, now a question for you. Would you say that packaging can completely change brand perception for the consumer?
I completely agree, and I think as someone who is very lucky to have products sent to me through PR packaging and as work as a blogger, I'm really able to see who is doing the most, and that's not necessarily all the bells and whistles. It might just be communicating clearly with the blogger itself or the content creator about what the packaging and the brand is trying to achieve, what the brand message is, how clear it is, and what its morals and its ethos is, essentially. So if there is a sustainability message, making that clear initially and quickly. So for me, if I'm opening up a package, it's about an experience, something that I can story tell with my following or my readers, that type of thing. I think a really good example of a sort of brand that's doing that well is something like Rockerbox or Glossybox, those types of products where they're trying to basically sell products that maybe you've never heard of before. So it's all about how the package is established, laid out, and how I can basically try those products out and see if they work for me. And obviously, if they do, I will then want to share that with my audience as well, and that's how you really hook people in. I think for small businesses, small brands, it's essential to kind of get that message across straight away.
Totally agree. Sets brands apart when it comes down to the packaging and buying choices, and are there any beauty brands out there that you think are killing it right now?
Yeah, I think that there are brands out there right now that are really killing it in the game, and it depends on what it is that you're wanting to achieve. But I think some really good ones just off the top of my head, the Huda Beauty sort of wellness movement, creating
and innovating packaging and creating a campaign around a particular movement or a particular thing that they're wanting to achieve. So it might be a case of a sustainability thing. It's becoming less of a trend and a buzzword and actually becoming really important to communicate. I think a lot of content creators and journalists are wanting to report less and less on brands that aren't ticking the sustainability box. It's no longer just a trend, it's what are they actually doing. And as you said, greenwashing, this idea that you know, if we make it look like it is sustainable, that's okay, that will just convince everyone and encourage people to buy the product. I think consumers are seeing through that now and just becoming more aware of what's going into the product at the end of the day and the supply chain.
Totally agree. So question for Jenny, there still seems to be a perception from consumers, I'd say mainly, that luxury can't be sustainable, but obviously that can't be further from the truth. Why do you think that that might be?
I guess old school kind of thinking. That sounds very like tick. But what I mean is, like, I guess if you think back over the past 5 years, everyone who I worked with on projects was very much like, you had very considered luxury cues that you would go for. It'd be like, I need crystal clear glass. Not saying it needs to be lead glass, but you know, I need it to be perfect so it looks amazing like cosmetic glass. I want no imperfections in anything. It needs to be perfect. I want something that's heavyweight, so when someone buys it, they pick it up and they can feel the weight to it and know that that's, you know, what they bought is substantial or, you know, a lot more precious. Whereas I think now, like, you're seeing stuff like innovations in glass where it's going to like Wild Glass by Estelle with 100% recycled glass, and you're embracing the imperfections and things. So you'll get a natural blue or green hue to it in the Flint version, because that's what colour glass goes to. You get little bubbles in it, and things like that, but it's no longer, people might have looked at that originally and normally that would be rejected on a normal line. So I think a lot of people are now embracing those kind of imperfections, and I think before, like you were saying, people would like greenwash by making stuff look very natural. I think you used to traditionally always look at stuff, if you wanted it to be a natural product, I know this sounds awful, apologies, and maybe very stereotypical, but you used to traditionally be like, oh, it's natural, it's got like, it's brown and craft, and then you would see people like printing brown craft on things to make it look like something. You'd be like, what? But people are still doing it, and then you move from that in cosmetics to more like, I'd say, very, very neutral, more almost medical, where people would just describe what very clean packs. And now I think you're moving people towards more personable packs. You know, it has to show the personality of the brand. I think you guys do it really well. You still got your bright colour, and you've still got your personality. I think that's kind of crucial. So, yeah,
brilliant. So to wrap up, question for Emma and Madeline: are there any exciting developments happening at Genie Cosmetics and True Skincare that you can share with us? And then we'll head to the audience with some questions.
Yeah, there's always stuff going on. We have several new products all focused on lip care and colour again, already in development. We've also recently introduced our return and refill initiative, so customers can request a free returns label and send back their empty packaging. We'll clean it and put it back into our system and refill it, so contributing to a circular economy. I think Emma mentioned samples. We are investigating creating a sampling solution that works to our 100% plastic-free ethos, but that is a very big R&D project. It's going to take quite some time. So, but yeah, there's always stuff going on. We're an innovation-first brand. But yeah, I think the industry is very interesting at the moment. There's a lot of change going on and a lot of exciting new developments coming through.
From my perspective, we've got some really cool new products coming out in April next year. So a waterless moisturiser, a retinol, and we can actually claim that it's a retinol rather than a like natural alternative. Whilst it's still being vegan and natural. And we've also got BHA masks, so we've got some really cool stuff coming out, obviously launching in the US as previously mentioned, and then also working on another big project which is going along the, I mentioned that there's no such thing as zero waste, but the zero waste packaging later in 2022. So that'll be a new brand.
Brilliant. So some very exciting things happening.
Okay guys, so I'll be honest, I spoke at the Packaging Innovations conference, the talk, and I'm not gonna lie, I did stumble on my words at one point, but I just want the point to be, sometimes you've got to push yourself to do something that is so out of your comfort zone. Like, you might even fail, you might even just mess up once, but I'm still so glad I did it, and I think I vlogged it, so you guys will be seeing that soon. But yeah, I'm just heading now back into central London, and yeah, just want to let you guys know that sometimes you will make mistakes and mess up, but that's okay, because you learn and then you grow from that as well. Stay sweet.